everyone. Surprise, I'm not Rachel, but I am Becca. If you are new to the channel, welcome. We are so excited. If you're not new to the channel, I'm still excited to see you here. Rachel's sick, and she's here. She shouldn't be here. She may say a word or two. You won't really recognize her voice. Like every time she talks, my throat hurts for her. She had a fever that finally broke this morning mid like 2, 3, 4 something in the morning.
As soon as I woke up, I was like, I don't have a fever. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Yeah.
But I went to the doctor and I was negative for everything that they tested me for. Praise the Lord. I'm on antibiotics and I am feeling better now that my fever broke. But yeah, I wanted to come in for this live, and Becca was like, please don't. And I'm like, I want to.
So I'm going to be doing a live for you today. I think it's because Rachel didn't want to test out another new product for you all.
I didn't want to. No. My track record is not good.
She was nervous about it. I'm joking. I'm completely joking. But I did test out some cards this morning using the new Cricut card mat, and I have to say, we were harping on it the other day because I said that this is sort of useless if you have an actual mat. But I did come up with a couple of reasons why I don't think it's useless now. One is because you can use these massive cards with this. So these big cards, and I'm terrible with the actual A2, like those numbers. I do know that these are 4.75 by 6.6 inches. And so if I were going to be making a card that large, I'd have to use a 24-inch mat and have to find cardstock that was almost 13 inches, which is not undoable. It's just not easy. So if you're using larger cards like that size, that's the biggest that you can make with this, the 4.75 by 6.6, then this mat is actually pretty cool. That's what this size is right here. These are insert cards by Cricut. Now, you do not have to have insert cards. If you wanted to use just regular cardstock and cut it down to size, you could do that here. But because these are larger, and it's hard to find cardstock in the larger sizes that are pretty colors. You can find, actually, you know what? I haven't looked in so long. Does Cricut still make those 24-inch cardstocks that they used to make?
I don't know. I'll check right now.
The colors were hideous, best I can remember.
True.
Anyway, so it's easy to find these, not even in Cricut brand. So you could grab these just at wherever you buy stationery, cards, things like that in this size. And then you could make the insert. You could cut the insert yourself out of a piece of cardstock that you already have.
They do have the 12 by 24 cardstock.
Are they still hideous colors?
They have some tones, like some palettes now.
Yes.
So like brown tones and red tones and blue tones. So they do have different options for us.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've made these. The challenge with making cards like this is that you have to find, and we can go to the overhead in a little bit, you have to find graphics that are stencil type graphics, meaning when they cut out, you don't have to place the centers of your letters or your images or things like that, because that will be tedious. Now, if you were doing one word and there were only one center of a letter or something like that, it's not a big deal to take your reverse tweezers and some adhesive and glue that down. But once you get to more intricate cuts and more intricate designs, placing all those little things is a pain. So you want to find images that are stencil type images or fonts that are stencil fonts. And if you have Design Space, there are tons of pre-made designs that are not Design Space. If you have Cricut Access, there are tons of pre-made designs that you can use. However, we don't use Access, so I just wanted to show you one today that we're going to be designing in Design Space that uses stencil font and a stencil image that will be available on Monday for all Oak and Lamb members. So that's really fun. Also, you can sort of make your own stencil graphics. If you found one that you liked that was sort of simple, Rachel, when we're making stencils, like actual stencils, we like to put these little peg pieces in, which we need to do a video on, that creates a stencil that's really easily used. So anyway.
Now, Becca, do we have a giveaway today?
We do have a giveaway today. We are giving away one of the brand new Cricut card mats and a pack of the Cutaway cards. Now, I actually do like these Cutaway cards, I'm not going to lie. We're going to do one of those today as well. A Cutaway card, if you want to go to the overhead camera, Rachel, has a piece of adhesive automatically. When you open up the cards, it comes with this right here. You remove this backing and then you place this right here. Then you place this on your mat, cut out, and then basically you weed off the actual card and this shines through. This allows you to use images and graphics and text with centers without having to place them all. I am a fan of these. I'm not going to lie. And I'm sure you can do it. I haven't looked it up yet, but we're definitely going to also try a hack to make our own eventually. I feel like this is something that we can do. I think more than anything, it's trying to figure out what the setting will be that we use.
Yeah.
But I really think that this will be a very doable thing so that you can use whatever sort of colors you want, maybe like a glitter backing or a patterned cardstock on the front and things like that. I'm sure there are ways. In fact, there may already be content creators who are doing that for you all. I haven't looked. Let me look at comments really quickly. The card, I want to try the actual card. Yeah, I want to win. Very cool. I've never done cards, but this really makes me want to. Oh, that is kind of cool. It is, Debbie. You know, I like to sort of, I don't know, play the devil's advocate for all sorts of new things, thinking they're just not that innovative. But this I do really like. I might have to pay attention to this live. I have a feeling it's going to try to convince me to spend money again. No. Kat, don't you have a Joy? Do you have the Joy with the card mat? You could just get these cards. I don't think if you have the Joy with the Joy mat, I don't really think you need the Explorer / Maker mat. Personally, but I don't remember if she has a Joy or not. Okay. Anyway, interesting. So there is an adhesive on the inside. Yes, Stacy. And I'm going to go through all of that in a minute. We're going to make this card first, the 2022 graduate or grad. I wanted to show you both of these. I was going to make this one, and when I cut it out, I don't know if you can tell or not. Right here, it was just so intricate. Even blowing this up, it was so intricate that it didn't cut really well. So it's doable, but doesn't come out nearly as well as these thicker fonts. So I just wanted to show you both. This is the one that we're going to be making today.
Susan says, is there any chance you can use your own designs?
Yes, that's what we're doing today. Absolutely. Great question. Let's jump over into Design Space and I'll show you really quickly. If you have Cricut access and go to My Projects, and then click down here where it says Cutaway Cards. If you have access, there should be a template right here that's a free template for you to use, where you can select what card size you're using and design and all of that. However, you don't have to do that. Let's go to our canvas. And what I'm going to do, the card size that if you're just coming in, the card size that we're using for this one is the larger one. It's the largest that you can use on this mat. And the finished card size is 4.75 by 6.6 inches. So what I'm going to do is grab a basic shape from the left-hand side, grab a square here, and then we're going to unlock the size lock ratio and make the width of it 4.75 and the height 6.6. So this is a representation of the card that we're going to be making. Change the color a little bit so that we can see better. Now, I'm going to upload this image right here. Our little graduation cap. Again, this will be available on Monday in Monday's cut file release for you all. If you are an OakenLand member, you can have it for free. If you're not an OakenLand member and you want to be, click the link that Rachel has shared with you all. We are currently offering $10 off our monthly membership, which means your first month is $9.99. And so you can sort of try it out for $9.99. Use the code FUN, F-U-N, at checkout to get that $10 off and join our amazing crafting community here at Oak and Land. Let us know if you have any questions. I'm going to move on. We may talk about it later. Anyway, I'm just going to move this right here, and you can see what I mean by a stencil here. So see where this is creatively cut out? If that weren't here, then when this cut out, we would have to place that. If this were attached, like you can just kind of see how this is a stencil image versus one that would be like the outline and then a fill. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have that, and then I'm just going to grab a text box here, and we're going to type in congrats. And you can, or 2020 grad, excuse me, 2022 grad. You can use whatever stencil fonts you have. There are some cursive-y ones. The one that I used on that earlier one that was super intricate is Beprides stencil, which it doesn't have numbers and punctuation, which drives me crazy, but it is a scripted font that is stencil available. The one that we're going to be using today is called Stenciled. So let's grab that one. And now we're going to size this down just a little bit. And the other thing that I want to do before I ungroup it is decrease the letter spacing just a little bit. I don't want them touching, so I do need to pay attention right here and make sure that these don't end up touching. But now what I want to do is ungroup this, and I want to ungroup it so that this line is grouped together and this line is grouped together. So I'll come to Advanced, and I'm going to press Ungroup to Lines. Now I'm going to size this up so that it is the same width as grad.
Patrice says, so isn't this a card we could make without the card mat? It looks fairly basic. Could this be done on a regular mat?
If you do a smaller card size, then it can be done on a regular mat. Yes, this card size cannot be done on a regular mat because it is unfolded. The card is 13.2 inches. So if you had the larger cardstocks, like the 12 by 24 cardstocks, then you could cut that and use your 12 by 24 mat. But if you don't have the larger cardstocks, if you only have 12 by 12 or 8.5 by 11, then you couldn't do it on a regular mat. Great question. Okay, so let's just size this down just a little bit. Size this down just a little bit. We'll raise it up here. And then what I want to do is select all 3 layers and come up to my Align tool and press Center horizontally. Now I'm going to attach so that all of this is sort of paper clipped together, just like that. And now I am ready to click this button. I'm going to minimize my rectangle that I had put in there because I don't need it anymore. And I'm going to click Make It. Now, if this screen does not come up for you, then you've probably done what we did. When we never use off the mat, so it was super annoying. We hid this option and just said always make our default option on the mat. But because now we use this, we needed to undo that. So if you don't remember how to undo that, go to your hamburger menu, and then you're going to press Settings. And then your load type, there is no load type. So just press None so that you do have to select whichever one you need. Let's go back to click Make It. And we will go ahead, press this on the card mat. Now the cool thing about this is if you create 4 different images or 4 different cards, you can cut out 4 different cards here on this mat. You don't have to cut out the same one 4 times. So that's pretty neat. For instance, if I came over here, let's duplicate this. I'm pressing Command C, Command V. And then let me detach and we'll just get rid of this. Now I can click Make It. See, I can have a totally separate card on this side. Really neat. Cool. I think someone had mentioned that, I don't know if in Design Space, if you're customizing like pre-done ones there, if you have to do the same one with Access, like if you're using their Access designs. But I think someone had mentioned that. So I do like this. The only other thing that we need to do is come over here to our material size, and we need to change our card size to the R40, which is that 475 by 6.625, so that we can place this. The cool thing is you can place this wherever you want. If for some reason you wanted it down at the bottom, you could place it there. If you wanted it at the top, you could place it there. So just get this lined up where you want it. I think that looks pretty good. And then we're going to press continue. We'll connect to our machine and select the medium cardstock material setting with more pressure, because I think we need to change our blade. And
does this mat work with all machines?
It works with the Explorer and the Maker Series machines. Great question. Okay, here is our mat. And I do like that they've done this. If you only want to cut one card, then just take off the protective covering on one side. Now, what I might do, honestly, is cut this in half so that I could keep this bottom one covered if I wanted to. But for today, we'll just take this off. And we're gonna open up our larger cards here. And let's see, let's do a navy one. We'll do navy. What color? Should we do tan? Because we've done all the other colors.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Looks like a good sophisticated graduation card. So now we open this up, and you can lift right here or just insert your card right under the white part. It looks like it kind of goes right here, but it doesn't. It goes right here. So you're going to insert your card and push it all the way to the score line. So the score line needs to butt up right here, and the top of your card needs to be as far up as it will allow you. Now you're going to close your card down, smooth it out, and I like to take my brayer to it just to make sure that it's not going to move around. If you're doing more intricate cuts, you definitely want to bray it down, because even though this is a brand new mat, it is considered, I would say, a light grip, and so it doesn't have a ton of stick. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and load our mat into our machine. You move this over to the side. And we will let it cut out as soon as our start button starts to flash. Let me go over to YouTube's and see what everyone is saying while this is cutting out.
Megan is amazed that you call that a hamburger menu.
Yeah? Why is that?
Now she says she can never look at it and not think of hamburger now.
It's so funny. That's what my brother calls it, and he's a web dev guy, so.
It looks just like a little hamburger.
Yeah.
A little hamburger menu.
That's so funny. Can you have different designs on each of the 4 cards? Patrice, you can. I mentioned it a little bit earlier. I don't know this for sure because I don't have Cricut access, but my understanding is that if you have Cricut access and use one of their designs, that you have to do that design only. It automatically puts it on the mat for you or something. But if you're designing your own, then you can put your own designs on. I could have 4 different designs. I use my Maker more than the Joy anyway. Is there a tackiness on the top of the mat? Like this part of the top of the mat? If so, no. Anywhere that is blue is not tacky. The inside is the only part that's tacky. Great question. Tammy, Rachel is not feeling well. It's not.
I'll get better soon. Don't worry.
Christina, Becca, not going to lie, this live is getting me more interested in cards. That is so funny. It's so funny. I didn't really have. I came in this morning and prepped this when I found out that Rachel wasn't going to be able to do it, and I came in, to be 100% honest, not really thinking I would like the card mat, because if I'm going to make a card, I like it to be a little even more customizable than I can do with this. But I'm not going to lie, I do kind of like it. Would I use it all the time? Probably not. I'm probably not going to get one for home. But it's fun. Anyway, let's shoot this out here. And you can see it lined up really well. So a lot of our friends who have created their own designs have said that it was off for them. And I'm wondering if you have created your own design and it did not cut correctly for you, if it cut kind of off center, did you remember to change your card size once you clicked make it? You clicked make it and then you select your card size underneath the mat. Let me know. I have seen everyone pull this card off, and I personally want to go ahead and weed these things off when it's on the mat. I just feel like it's easier when I'm removing my card to know what is actually supposed to remove and what is not. And if I have more intricate designs, it's way easier to go ahead and weed this off. Now, if you wanted to save the insides of these to maybe put them on a card, like a different colored card, you wouldn't want to weed it off because all these are going to be stabbed. But I should be able to do this pretty easily. Okay. I am going to be using dry adhesive and a little bit of wet adhesive with my Zig pen because I can't get the dry adhesive in these little bitty areas. So let's grab our spatula here and just carefully remove this card here. I don't use the spatula a lot, but it is really good for this. When you cut out all of these pieces, it makes the card really sort of delicate feeling, especially up here where this is. So we'll just use our spatula and take it off nice and slow.
How much is the card mat? And I did look it up. It is $17.99 on Cricut's website.
Yes. I think some people have found it like at Joann's and things like that a little bit cheaper, so shop around for it for sure. Okay, so we have this. We have this. I'm going to flip this over, and then I have the Advanced Tape Roller by Scotch that I'm using today. We'll just put some adhesive in the larger areas. I don't want to put it up at the top because the liner doesn't go all the way to the top. It's a little bit smaller than the inside here. Let me put
and Becca, where did you get your watch band?
It is Freestyle. I never remember. It's an old school. We had these watches when I was kids, and Wayne did too. It's like Shark Clip Freestyle, something like that. They make bands specifically for the Apple Watch now. Now I have my little Zig pen, and I'll come in here and put some wet adhesive on these smaller areas. It doesn't have to be on every part, just a little bit here and there.
Ariel, you are so sweet. She says, please link the card mat on your Amazon storefront. If it's available, I would love to support your channel however we can. I could not find it on Amazon, but if we can find it, we will link it. Thank you so much.
Yes, we'll look afterward. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll have a little Zig pen, and I'll come in here.
Why
did my computer just
I have no idea.
freak out?
It quit over here too.
Yes, it did. And I have more to teach, so that's really fun. Okay, we'll worry about that in a minute.
When's that laptop of yours coming back?
In June. It will be here in June, yes. Okay, but look how cute this is.
I love that.
So cute.
Easy.
Super easy. My one complaint is this. I feel like the inserts should be double-sided. Like it should be over here as well, so that it looks like a liner of a card.
Oh.
Right? So technically, if I were doing these, I probably would not purchase the Cricut ones. I probably would make my own and create my own insert. So that you still have it covering here, but it also is on this side so you can, right. I'm just being picky. Let me see if I can get this computer working again. We weren't even touching the computer or the unit.
Nope.
It's so frustrating. Okay.
Everyone's so happy you ordered that new computer. Yeah. It'll be here soon, guys.
I may have to restart my computer. Bear with me. Shoot off some questions.
Yeah, I'll switch it back to Becca so you guys can see her.
Because I really
face.
want to teach you this next part. So give me just a second.
They were talking about how they love your nail color, and I do too. I really love the blue.
Thank you.
It's like a powdery blue. I love it.
Yes.
Do you think you'll get that color again?
Well, you know, I went Tuesday, so this is the second time I've gotten it. Yes.
Okay.
I probably will. I really do like it. I'm having to shut every window down on my computer before I can do this. Okay, yes, quit design space. Okay. Are there any questions about any of this so far? Rach is gonna actually have to talk because I can't see the comments right now.
Oh, that's fine.
Jan
said, cute card. Can you write on the inside with the maker also?
You can. You can. So what you would have to do, technically, you could fold it the opposite way and stick it back in the card mat and still do the exact same like method as far as putting it on there and writing and doing all that stuff. But you could also just put it on a mat and write with it. Okay, let's see if we can get this working. Come on, computer. It's loading back up. I've already started my collection for my stickers for my new computer. Rachel, I bought 2 this weekend.
You got 2? Oh.
I got 2. One is the Cruise Farms ice cream cone.
Wow.
Yes. One is a Dolly Parton's head that I got from Nothing Too Fancy.
Love it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm surprised you didn't make them.
I know. Sometimes you have to buy some stuff, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Please work.
Debbie said your computer knows it's being replaced and it's getting grumpy.
It's been grumpy. It doesn't want to work. This is so frustrating.
Is it saved on Design Space?
No.
It's not saved?
No, but it takes 2 seconds. That's why I didn't save it.
You can use my laptop if you want to.
Okay. Yeah, I may have to.
That's fine.
Let's switch out here. Here you go, ma'am.
Here you go, ma'am.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Cough on my computer.
This looks like a flat screen TV.
No, you're not even going to know what to do.
This thing's huge.
Can't even see your computer.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Thank you, Rachel.
Absolutely.
Oh, you had an update on Design Space.
Oh, did I?
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
How big this computer is, I can't even get over.
So while this is coming up, the giveaway today, we're giving away the Cricut card mat and then a pack of the Cutaway cards. You do have to be an Oakenly member in order to be eligible for that, but we're going to randomly choose one of you. So just a few minutes, y'all can comment and do all the things, and we'll just stop it and randomly choose one of you. So get excited about that.
Can you use the foil transfer kit with the card mat?
You can. Yeah. They actually have, this is right here, the foil transfer insert cards. I don't know if you want to go overhead or not.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't used them yet, but I'll test it and let you all know how it goes. But there is specifically for it. And they say Cricut Joy, but you don't have to use them for the Cricut Joy. You can use them for this as well. Okay. Back over in Design Space, I again am going to put a blank.
It's not over here.
It's not?
No.
Oh, then it's actually the unit and not your computer. It said it was charging.
We have a new member.
Who's our new member?
Miss Catherine. First of all, Catherine, she was having a little bit of issues using her link. So thank you so much, Catherine, for being super patient.
Absolutely.
So Miss Kathy Kelly, thank you so much for joining. We are so blessed to have you. This is a really fun community. You are in for a treat.
Yes.
I'll switch you back to back.
Okay.
Hopefully this will work.
It's not working.
So it's the unit.
It's the unit. Which, your computer, we could have just HDMI'd straight to it.
Do we have that?
No, we don't. Because we need that
adapter.
Yeah. Okay. I hate to do this. I'm glad we got one done. I'm going to make the other one so that you can see the process. Because the Design Space portion is literally that we're going to, if you want to go to the overhead, we're literally going to put in a basic shape that's this size. And then we're going to pull our design in. And all I'm going to do is take this part right here and contour it so that it's one solid piece. It was so intricate, I didn't want to cut it. And we're going to press attach and make it. That's literally all we're going to do. So unfortunately, I can't show you that. I'm very bummed about it. I'll have to do a member only on this for you all.
Becca, your laptop is so clean.
Is it? I feel like it's nasty.
It's so clean. God, don't look at mine then. I eat too close to mine. This is so clean.
Okay. Let me pull in this image really quickly.
You guys are so sweet welcoming everyone to the vlog.
Yes, I love that.
You are so sweet. Miss Kathy, we're so happy that you're here.
Okay. Let me make this a little bit smaller here. We'll weld it together. There is a setting, a specific setting for these cards too. And as soon as I get to that point here, I'll tell you about it. But, oh, what happened there? But because it has that backing, you can't just use a cardstock setting. Oh, this is going to be cute. It's going to be really cute. Let me make sure I like all of this. Group it together.
We have a bagel truck back here in the parking lot, guys, and it is the loudest generator ever.
Yeah,
I
we
say
hate
it every
it.
time, but I can't stand it.
So like I said, if you just came in, these Cutaway cards enable you to use basically any file you want, any font you want.
Justine said, not usually a glittery or sparkly fan, but I love the insert on the B card.
Thank you. Okay. Let me zoom down here. For some reason, it won't let me do my size that I want to do. 4.25 by 5.5. So if your graphic is too large, again, I wish I could show you this. If your graphic is too large, then it won't let you select the smaller card sizes. So if you're not seeing your card size, then go back and adjust your graphic and then click make it. What in the world? Why is it not letting me do this? Okay. 3.61, 4.79. Maybe we're just not supposed to, maybe we're not meant to do this card today.
Oh.
This is a sad day. It's a sad day. 4.25, 5.5, so that is correct. I just made this card. Why will it not let me now? Pre-folded card. It will only let me do the larger size.
I wonder why.
That's very interesting.
You just did it.
I know. Let me restart. Well, I just. Oh.
What?
Give me my computer back. I wonder if, since I just updated yours, if there's something wrong with, like it needs to be deleted and. Sorry. I'm sorry, Rachel.
Oh my gosh, I don't care.
Let's pull this guy back
I'm
up.
glad to have my little computer back.
Don't lie, Rachel.
It was hard to tap on that thing. It's like the keyboard is stretched out. My fingers
Are they not the same?
No, there's no way they're the same. My fingers were hitting different buttons.
Now I want to measure them.
I think yours are farther apart or something.
I'm sorry. I should have saved this. I thought this is going to be so easy and they'll love to see my thought process on this. Can't even see it.
Listen, sometimes that's what happens.
It is, unfortunately.
They do want a member only of the process. Several people have said that.
I can do that.
We're supposed to be getting our auto press today. Is that right, Becca?
Yes, we are.
That's so
and
exciting.
Beth got hers. Did you see that Shauna got one as well?
Now, Beth, I was just looking at my messages on Facebook that I never check, and I saw this. Is this the auto press in this humongous box that Beth sent us?
Yes.
Beth, that is huge.
It is.
I thought this was like a laser cutter.
I know.
I didn't go up to read any of the context, and I was like, oh, she must have gotten a laser cutter. That box is huge.
So, Shauna got a box from HSN yesterday, because I know you haven't been on the group, and it was an auto press. She didn't order one. And there was a message in it that said something about, you're awesome. So someone had, like, she called HSN and said, you've sent me this, it was a mistake. And basically someone gifted it to her and sent it to her house. Is that not incredible?
That is the sweetest thing
It's
ever.
incredible. Okay, I think, I can't be sure, but I think I know what I was doing. I don't remember if I was minimizing the rectangle that I was using to size. Remember to do that. I think that was affecting not being able to select the card size that I want. So sorry, but since you can't see it, you probably didn't, like, you couldn't have helped me troubleshoot that. Okay. Oh.
Is it working? Oh, we're back.
So really quickly, I'll show you what I did.
Let me switch it to the, there we go.
Okay. This is great. I did nothing and it just came back on. So here's our card size. We're going to upload the bee image, Queen Bee, the cut file one. We'll add it to the canvas. It is several different layers, so we can ungroup and place things and size things how we want them. So let's ungroup really quickly. And we'll size these down just a little bit, our little honeycombs. I'm going to place them here, place this one right here. And then I want to select both of these together, the crown and the bee. Size it down just a tiny bit and place it in the center. And I'm going to go ahead and weld it together and select it to compress contour. Let's zoom in really quickly. You can see if I cut out all of these are very small, intricate cuts, and it's not going to do really well. So that's why I decided, especially like on the crown, wow, those little circles are tiny. So I'm going to contour all of this. Hide all contour, but I need to select this crown because I still want the crown. So it will cut out like this, which will be really fun. And then let's see here. I'm going to center this here with my rectangle by pressing a line. Center horizontally. It didn't move much. Then we can move these guys in just a little bit. Select all of them and press attach. Now we want to hide our square or rectangle. Press make it. Press on card mat here. And then you can select your card sizes right here. So we are using, like I said, the 4.25 by 5.5. And then I just need to make sure that I like the placement here on my card. I think, let's see, that looks pretty good. So we can press continue. We're going to connect to our machine. And then, like I said earlier, there is a special material setting for this. So we'll go to browse all materials. And then we're going to press Cutaway, or type in Cutaway. And then this is a new setting, Cutaway card plus backer. So select that and press done. And see this right here, it says move star wheels to the center of rail, making sure that all align with the middle column of the card. So I'll show you, mine's already done, but I'll show you how easy it is to make sure that it's in the center in just a second.
That's fascinating.
Right? First, before we do that, let's grab a new card and our little insert so that I can show you how easy it is to put this together. Let's grab a purpley color.
Miss Patrice sent us $10. Patrice, you are so sweet.
Thank you so much.
You're the best.
That is so kind. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just open this card and I'm going to remove the backing here. Make sure that you are just removing the back and not the actual adhesive. I did grab the adhesive there. And you can see where it is there. Now you want to place this shiny side down so the white will be up. It's easiest, in my opinion, to go with this side first and lay it down. We're going to smooth it out like this. Looks great. Now let's grab our card mat here. And we're going to put this card in the exact same way that we did the others. So the back of the card goes underneath this guy. You push it all the way in until the score line, until it hits the score line, and it needs to be all the way up at the top like that. Now we're going to go ahead and fold the front of our card down, and we can bray this down. And then we'll load our mat. Ooh, I'm wondering if this will make a difference. Do you see, can you see on the overhead? It kind of looks like it's going uphill. I don't want to ruin my card. So let me make sure I have this aligned really well. That looks much better. Okay. Okay, so now we'll load the mat. Right here, my star wheels, you can see, are going to go right through the center of this mat. They don't want it to go over the card. So now we'll load this mat and we'll let this cut out, and then I'll show you how to remove the cardstock. Let's see here. Thank you all for sticking with this. I'm so glad the computer worked so that I could show you all that.
I don't know why that unit is not working properly.
Especially when no one is touching it.
I know.
It's very interesting. But this time next month, hopefully I'll have my computer.
Can you use this with the Explore machine?
You can. In your opinion, after using this mat, how long do you think the stickiness will last? Is it comparable to other mats? I feel like it's the same stick as a light grip mat. However, I'm wondering if you could use like Loctite or something like that on it to make it re-sticky.
That's always made me nervous. A lot of people do it.
Yeah.
They'll tape it off like with painter's tape and then spray. Whatever works. I mean, baby wipes, of course, are really good to just kind of get some of that sticky back.
I personally feel like I wouldn't make enough cards with it to really, like, it's not like I would have to replace it constantly. I don't think.
Allison just said, will you be able to clean the mat? Yeah. Yeah, I would
yes,
say so.
in the same way. Yeah.
Now, I don't think you'd want to do it with like Dawn or anything like that, because if it gets under that pocket when you're rinsing it under your sink or something, it could take forever to dry and it could start molding under that little pocket, if that makes sense. So I would probably just do baby wipes on that.
Are you going to make us a template to use instead of Cricut cards? Surely I am not, because the template that is in Design or in Design Space through Access is useful for, because it automatically puts it on the mat for you if you use that template. You don't need a template. You just need a basic shape, and then you just need to size it. That's really all. If I made a template, it would just be for rectangles that were sized to the cards, and I feel like you can do that as well. I may eventually make some designs for cards. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see about that. Seems somewhere I heard about 200 cuts altogether. Huh. I haven't heard that. I'll have to look at that. Do you have to put the inserts in before cutting, or can you do it all after cutting? Just wondering, since if something went wrong, you would ruin both the card and the insert. The cutaway cards have to be put in, the insert has to be put in before. The other card that I did first, you have to put it in second. But, and the reason that you want to put it in second, or put it in first on these, is if you don't put it in, then these won't stick well. Like it doesn't work that way. If you wanted to manually put all of these, then you could do that. Great question. Designs for cards. Yes, please. You've been heard. You've been heard. Okay. Let's pull this out here. I think this is a cute design for a card, honestly. But, and the other thing is I'll have to do designs for cutaways. Well, maybe I would just do the designs for like the stenciled designs, because the cutaway cards, you can use any design you want. I think that would be easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so again, you can remove this from the mat and then weed this off, but you do have to weed these off. So I just prefer to do it on a mat. We do all of our weeding on a mat, and I'm not going to change that for these cards. When you weed this off, you just want to go through the top cardstock layer. It's sort of like weeding infusible ink, but not as hard. And then I'm just going to pull this off. I want to make sure I don't go all the way through because it will pull this cutaway part out. But look at that.
So cute.
Is that not adorable? And the adhesive that was there comes off with this top layer of cardstock.
So it's not sticky. That's fascinating.
I know. I am dying to try out making my own version of this. Okay.
Mandy, I've never joined a live, and I have to leave in 15 minutes to go back to work, but this is fun. Mandy, we're so glad you could make it.
We are.
Come to more lives. You'll enjoy yourself.
Yes. Okay, and then I'm going to grab the crown right here, and then this last little honeycomb, and we will be good to go.
Look at that.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
It really is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Again, you know I don't love stuff like this, but I'm a fan of these cutaway cards. And then I just remove, just like this, pull my card away, and I have a cute card.
Beautiful.
Again, I don't like that the insert doesn't go all the way over. And this, the other thing I don't love about this is the back of this is like a slicky material. So you definitely have to use a Sharpie or something like that in order to write on it. Otherwise it would just come right off. Like a ballpoint pen wouldn't work well.
Okay.
Yeah. But look how beautiful.
Shirley said, looks like a pain to weed.
It wasn't. I mean, it would, if it were intricate, it definitely would be a pain. I think it's worth it though.
Can you reuse the pieces with sticky on them? Like the honeycomb that you peeled up?
You probably could. Yeah, there's quite a bit of adhesive on it.
Are the Cutaway cards Cricut brand?
They are, yes. Cricut brand, they have these in a couple different sizes. So just the inserts, they have the Cricut Joy foil, the Cricut Joy cutaway, and I haven't looked. Do they have the cutaways in different sizes? Have you all noticed? I haven't looked. Because I'd be interested in the cutaway in the larger sizes too. I think they're just super cute. One thing that I did on this one, you can see, can you see that there's a little bit of the cutaway
overhang,
right here? I think it looks pretty cool. It was unintentional, but I think it looks pretty cool.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
If I were going to do it again, I might do it more intentionally and maybe do like 1/8 of an inch out or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, what do you all think of these? What do you
love
think of the Cricut mat now? The Cricut card mat?
Do y'all think you're going to buy one?
Let us know. And who flock member, what flock members want to win this? Let me know. I will randomly choose one of you here from the comments. Love the bee. Yes, Teresa, we love bees around here. Rachel, that's her thing. It's Rachel's thing. Good morning, girls. Just got on. We are having beautiful weather in Tennessee today. How's baby Charlie doing? Thank you for sharing your talent with us. So glad you got your channel. Thank you so much.
And baby Charlie's perfect.
Yes.
Thank you. He's growing like a weed, doing great.
Okay.
Here they come, Becca.
Rachel, you going to randomly choose one, or do you want me to randomly choose one?
You got this. I
Okay.
believe in you.
Let me screenshot, and then I'll do a count here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12. Let me do a random number generator. 1 through 12. We want this to be fair. And then also, if I don't know your name, I have to look you up. Number 3, Tammy Miller, number 758, flock member number 758. You are the winner of the Cricut card mat and the fun card. So email us hello@oaklylane.com with your best shipping address, and we'll get these shipped out to you.
Yeah. Congratulations,
Congratulations, Tammy. Yeah. Me. I love how quickly you are growing. Yes, we love it as well. We're super excited. You all have knocked our socks off and blessed us immensely. Thank you so much for watching. If everything goes well, Rachel should be feeling even better tomorrow. We will be doing the live on the auto press. I'm really excited. It should be here. In fact, I might check my phone because sometimes I get deliveries early at my house. If it's there, I might go get it.
Oh, yeah.
And play with it.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to get it out and play with it and show you all tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're going to do. We might do a camp flag, maybe a shirt, maybe just a couple of things and just talk about the auto press.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
About it. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll be here tomorrow. Is that one scheduled at 1, Rachel?
I had it set for 11:30.
Okay.
I don't remember my reasoning for that, but I can always change it.
I'm fine with 11:30.
Okay, so
Yeah.
11:30.
Okay, perfect. We'll see you all tomorrow at 11:30. Get excited about the auto press. Thank you, everyone.